Hello everyone. A very good evening to all of you. वेलकम टू दी ऑफिसर अड्डा 24/7। आप सबका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आज के सेशन में। सो ये आपका वॉरियर सीरीज है, राइट, जहाँ पे हम लोग अपने क्वेश्चंस कर रहे हैं, इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं आज के सेशन को। ओके, सो सबसे पहला ओके, सॉरी सॉरी सॉरी। So guys, in this session, we are going to ask question that is very important for the examination point of view. So my first question on the screen is that what do you mean by the term SURFACE? What is the full form of SURFACE? SURFACE Act is that act, we can say, that is basically without intervention of the court, how the bank can take money from the borrower. Okay, so there are four options: securitization, reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of security interest, security and regulation of financial assets and economic security interest, security and reconstruction of financial assets and equity security interest, or none of the above. So tell me the exact full form of SURFACE Act. Tell me. Full form of SURFACE. So guys, the full form of SURFACE is securitization and reconstruction of financial assets of enforcement of this. Okay, so this is the right answer. Okay, A is the right answer for this question. Cool. Next, this is a case study. Mr. Sharma, a businessman, has taken an overdraft facility from his branch of Bank of Maharashtra. He defaulted on interest payment for 14th month. The banker classify account as a NPA. The full form of NPA is non-performing asset. During the same period, the bank received the information suggesting the borrower is diverting funds. Meanwhile, the bank issue a demand notice under SURFACE Act to the borrower for recovery of dues, but borrower challenges the notice in civil court, claiming the lack of due process. So this is the fact which is given here. Now I will ask you the question, then you have to give me the answer. This is the case study. Is that okay? Now the question is, which of the following is correct regarding the such recovery action? First, bank must await a criminal conviction for diversion of funds before initiating SURFACE action. Once the bank issue a demand notice under SURFACE, the borrower cannot approach any court against the notice. The bank, after classifying the account as NPA, may take possession of secured assets without any further notice if satisfied about the borrower default. The bank first exhaust all civil remedies before resorting to the SURFACE action. So tell me the exact answer of this question. Correct regarding such recovery action. Which of the following is the right one? In SURFACE also, there are two ways in which we can just take the action. The first is about your ARC, and the second is basically of your uh, notice to the borrower. So which of the following is correct regarding such recovery action? So the correct regarding such recovery action is basically the bank, after classifying the account as NPA, may take possession of the secured asset without any further notice if satisfied about borrower default. So C would be the right answer for this question. Is that okay? Now, case study. A private banking company XYZ Bank Limited, incorporated in India, applies for license to carry on banking business under the Banking Regulation Act 1949. The Reserve Bank of India grant the license subject to certain conditions, including bank must at all time maintain that it will be able to pay its present and the future deposits in the full as their claim occur. Later on, the bank proposes opening a new branch within the same city and applies for permission under Section 23. So this is the fact. And now I will give you the options. You have to give me the right answer. So class for this, the options is which of the following statement is correct regarding branch opening under Banking Regulation Act? The first, banking company does not need any prior approval from RBI to open a new branch anywhere in India. Under Section 23 1 clause of BR Act, a banking company may open a new place of business only after obtaining the prior approval of RBI, except in the case of temporary place of period not exceeding 1 month in the same city. Section 22 deal with opening of new branches by bank, and the condition able to pay its present and future depositor in full is laid down in Section 23. So tell me guys the exact answer of this question. So class for this one, the right answer is this B is the right answer. Okay, section 23 clause 1. So you can see here what exactly written. Section 23(1) of BR Act, a banking company may open a new place of business only after obtaining prior approval of RBI, except in the case of temporary place for a period not exceeding 1 month in the same city. So this is the right answer. Okay, and section 22 simply it's talk about the license. Okay, cool. Now the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 define a holder in due course. Which of the following is someone to be the holder in due course? So I'm just giving you the one example of holder in due course. Suppose X is the person, Y. X have given goods to the Y, but Y have to give 5 lakh rupees, right? But right now, Y have just given the check, okay, to the X. Now the check become bounce. Now X have a right to file the case. Why? Because of giving goods, he have a right to take the price. So in this case, X is called holder in due course. So in holden in due course, there must be consideration from the both sides. So instrument must have been negotiated to the person of value. The person must be obtained the instrument in good faith without notice of defect. The person must have obtained it before maturity, both A and B. So class, for this one, the right answer will be both A and B. This is the right answer. Okay, next. Right to Information 2000 places obligation, that is a duty, on public authority to provide information. Is nationalized bank, that is public sector bank, covered under RTI as a public authority? Yes, all PSB are covered under RTI. No banks are excluded from RTI coverage. Yes, only if the bank receives substantial fund from the government. Only if the bank is wholly owned by the state government, not central. So which of the following is the right answer? So class, that is very simple. All PSBs covered under the RTI. Okay. Cool. Dishonor of check. Mr. Patil issued a check for rupees 2 lakh to Mr. Rao, okay, which bounced due to the insufficient fund. Mr. Rao gave a notice demanding a payment within 15 days, but Mr. Patil failed to comply. Now, under which section of NI this offence fall, and what is the maximum punishment prescribed? What is the maximum punishment prescribed? So which section of this is basically section 138, and what is the maximum punishment? The maximum punishment is 2 year or twice the amount of check or both. So this is the right answer. Okay, now Lok Adalat basically means what? Women's court, men's court, people court, or children court? Tell me, what is Lok Adalat? So Lok Adalat, that's the Hindi word. It means people's court. C is the right answer. Okay. Now, the award made by Lok Adalat is what? Deemed to be the decree of civil court like arbitration award. Deemed to be the decree of civil court, effective as an arbitral award, not binding on the party. So class award that is made by party Lok Adalat is deemed to be the decree of the civil court, because civil court, whatever the power the civil court have, they have the same power. Okay, so that's why this is the right answer. Next. Which article of Constitution of India contain various provision for settlement of dispute through the Lok Adalat? Article 14, 19, 39A or Article 21? What is the right answer? So article which contain the settlement of dispute through the Lok Adalat. So 14 is equality, 19 is freedom of speech, 21 is right to life. This is free legal aid. So this is the right answer. 39A is the right answer. Okay. Okay. The period of limitation for the suit relating to the immovable property for the foreclosure by the mortgagee is what? 30-year, 12-year, 3-year, or 1 year. So foreclosure is basically dispossession of the property. Okay, tell me the right answer. So class, for this one, the right answer is 30 year is the right answer. Okay. Now, the fresh period of limitation shall be computed from the time when acknowledgement was what? Signed after expiration of prescribed period, signed before expiration of prescribed period, oral agreement after expiration of prescribed period, oral agreement before expiration of prescribed period. Tell me the exact answer. So class, whenever the acknowledgement was signed, okay, so B is the right answer, okay. For DRT, the presiding officer hold office for a term 5 years from the date on which he entered upon his office or until he attained the age of 65, whichever is less. Correct? Incorrect? What? Tell me. So class, this statement is totally incorrect because if we just talk about the updation, so it is 4 year and 62 year. Okay, so that's why this is the incorrect. Now, a civil suit is pending, stat transfer to the DRT, then the fees payable is what? Then class, the fees payable, as we know that no fees is required. Okay, so this is the right answer. So rest of all question we will just do in the next one. Okay, so guys, this is all for today's class, and as we know that right now your exam is very near, so okay, so if we want to enroll in the batch, That is very easy. Click on all courses JIB. This is CIB December 2025. Okay. Then you can see here the batches are there. So right now we have a foundation batches, we have a crash course, we have a revision batch, okay, and we have a case studies batch. So it's totally on you that which batch you want. Suppose if you enroll in the case studies batch, which is going to be start from 14th of November. So in this batch, we are just giving you the case studies question, MCQ questions, and the previous year questions. Okay. If you enroll in the crash course, so in the crash course, we are just giving you the everything in a very combined. So it's totally on you that which batch you people want. Okay, so this is your CIB batches. Suppose if you want to enroll in the case studies batch, which is going to be start from 14th of November, click on buy now. Then apply the coupon code, that is I think the yeah, coupon code Y391. Click on apply. You can see the discount is that is 79% discount is there. And if you want 1% more discount, so you have to download from Play Store in your mobile Adda app. Through Adda app, if you just purchase, you will get more discount. Okay, and then we also have a revision batch. Okay, so for revision batch, yeah, if we focus on the revision batch, crash course. So suppose if you want to enroll in the BRBL revision batch, okay. So we also have a study plan. Okay, click on the study plan. You can see the discount is this. Okay, 7 to 8, that's a class 1, and 6 to 7:30 a.m. This is class 2, class 3, class 4. Okay, Wednesday till Wednesday. Okay, so if you want to enroll in the crash course of each batch, apply the coupon code Y391. Click on apply. You can see 79% discount is there. So guys, it's totally on you that which batch you want. Okay, so the time is very less. Be focused. Okay, and all the best. Thank you, class.